Hello everyone. Today's video we are going to talk about the strategies for testing the AI software trained on the large data sets. Before we deep dive into it, like what sort of strategies we should apply for testing the AI softwares, we should talk about on the key points. So the first point is the data validation. Second is the model validation. Third is the algorithm testing. Fourth is the user testing. Fifth one is the ethical testing, and the sixth one is the continuous testing. So we'll deep dive into each of the strategies, how it is done and like why it is important. Okay, so let's talk about the data validation. So the first most step AI testing software is to validate the data that user is using for training and testing. User needs to check the data quality, completeness of the data, consistency, and the relevance of the AI problem. Okay, so once this thing is been identified, then a user needs to ensure that the data is representative of the real world scenarios and does not contain any bias, errors, or outliers that can be affect the performance of the AI software. So data validation basically can help the users to avoid overfitting, underfitting, or misclassification of the issues. If we do the data validation, then it basically help us verifying the data accuracy and the quality. Okay, and the testing should be done in different scenarios to just handle noisy data and access the AI resilience against the tricky inputs. So this is pretty much about the data validation. I will be not talking about much into the details because there are a lot of articles and a lot of white papers content available across the internet and YouTube or LinkedIn. So read on the Gartner. You can go through the Azure documentations as well. Then let's talk about the model validation. So once data is validated and model is trained, so the next step is the model evaluation. How you are evaluating the model. This involves the accessing the model performance using various metrics like accuracy, precision score, recall, and the F1 score, depending upon the specific task the model is designed for. Teams use the cross-validation techniques and hold out the sets that can be used to ensure that model generalizes well and is not overfitting the training data. So model evaluation basically provides insights into how well the AI system can make predictions or decisions based on the new data. So basically this will identify the areas where your model might need some extra training sessions. And there are, as I said, performance metrics. So you have to use various evaluation metrics like accuracy, precision score, recall score based on the nature of the application. Okay, so this is pretty much about the evaluating the model. Third thing is the algorithm testing. Algorithm testing focuses on verifying the logic and the functionality of the AI algorithms themselves. This means basically you have to include checking the algorithm for any logical errors, ensuring that they perform as expected across a range of scenarios, and validating that they can handle cases effectively. Algorithm testing basically helps us in identifying any flaws in the implementation that can lead to an incorrect outputs or erratic behaviors of the AI system. Also, if we need to assess how well the model performs under various conditions, including the noisy data, adversarial attacks, or the changes in the input distribution, so at that time it is basically used. To ensure the competitiveness. This is pretty much about the algorithm testing. Now the fourth point is user testing. So this fourth step in the user testing is to test the user experience and satisfaction of the AI application. Okay, for that a user needs to collect the feedback from a real or potential users on the usability, functionality, and the value of the AI software. Now, user needs to test the user interface, interaction, communication of the AI software or application, which ensures that it has the intuitive and responsive and engaging experience which provides to the user. So now if we talk about user feedback, so user feedback, it's a kind of capturing or gathering the feedback from end users to understand the practical usability and effectiveness of the AI application in the real world scenarios. And also when we talk about the UI interface, so UI interface is something like ensuring the user interface aligns with the user expectations and provides an intuitive experience. What exactly we do in the user testing? User testing completes this circle, bringing the human element to front end. Also, it involves the real user interacting with the AI software to assess its usability, intuitiveness, and the effectiveness in the real world situations. This is a very critical and vital steps to help in identifying the issues that might not be apparent throughout the technical testing alone, and which ensures that AI delivers a seamless and positive user experience. Then we'll go to the fifth step, the ethical testing. So ethical testing is also one of the critical and crucial for ensuring the AI system operates fairly, transparently, and without any disparity. This involves the assessing the system's decisions for fairness, accountability, and potential biases, especially in sensitive applications. Ethical testing helps us in identifying and mitigating any adverse impacts the AI system might have on different groups of people, ensuring that it aligns with the ethical standards and societal norms. Also, this testing will basically help us the AI system which would not perform any discrimination or unintended consequences which may rise due to the use of large data sets. So it basically anticipates or mitigates any potential risk to the society and to the users, and it makes sure the AI works as the way it is being defined for or configured for. So the last step is the continuous testing, which basically monitors and evaluates and improves the AI application throughout its life cycle. We need to update the data, model, algorithm, and user feedback regularly and test the AI application for any changes, anomalies, or issues which may occur. We need to use an automated tools or framework or customized platforms that can facilitate and streamline all the testing process. And continuous testing can help us in maintaining, enhancing the software during the full life cycle. There is a step we can talk about the feedback loop. Okay, so our monitoring and maintenance. So we can implement continuous monitoring to detect the performance degradation over the time and update the model regularly to adopt the evolving data sets. Also, we can employ the automated testing frameworks to streamline the testing process and catch issues promptly during the model updates. And AI systems often evolve over the time. Okay, so learning from new data and adapting to the changing environment. Continuous testing involves regularly re-evaluating and testing the AI systems to ensure it continues to perform as expected over the time. This involves the system performance, updating the data sets, and retraining the model if necessary. So continuous testing ensures the AI system remains effective and reliable in the long term. So this is pretty much about various strategies we need to employ to make sure like we have right models, and models give us the right accuracy, and it follows the best industry practices and the compliance across it. So this is pretty much on this side, and please subscribe and like the channel. Thank you, and see you in the next video.